Hey, my friend Stephen Brooks here, and I teach traders who have more than $25,000 in their trading accounts how to generate a very reliable salary, trading as much as 2 hours a day, as little as 5 minutes a week. Plus, we have an automated AI trading bot that does a lot of the heavy lifting for us. What I want to talk to everyone about today is the concept of habits when it comes to trading. Habits when it comes to trading. You see, if you are somebody who doubles down on losing positions or reacts to the market and tries to chase trades as they go up or down, if you are somebody who doesn't really have a plan, it's not because you're not an intelligent human being. It's not because you're not smart. It's not because you like losing money. It is likely because you have just formed some pretty negative habits, or I would call them unwanted habits, over a long enough period of time where that is how you will naturally act and where you will naturally gravitate to. That's all it really is, right? In the real world, right? If you are somebody who eats a lot of junk food late at night, you've just developed a habit of doing it. If you're somebody who sleeps in really late and lets the day go by, right? You're not a terrible person. You're not a lazy ass. You're probably just somebody who's developed along the way, however it's been done. You're probably just somebody who has developed some negative habits through the way. And the simplest way, the best way, dare I say the only way to undo those habits and distill other ones is via repetition. That's it. You might have hundreds of repetitions of doubling down on losing positions. You may have hundreds of repetitions of using trade size that is typically 5 to 10 times larger than maybe what it should be, right? You may have 100, 200, 300 repetitions so far this year of kind of trades that after the fact you probably wouldn't have done. And the only way to undo that or to start going in the other direction or the opposite direction is via repetition of good habits. Now, there's a lot of things, especially if you're one of those people, again, who doubles down on positions, who their winners are way smaller than their losers, who is too big of trade size if you sit in front of the computer for 8 hours a day, right? Those are things for another video in terms of how we can go ahead and start to establish some better trading habits. For this video, I'm going to talk about the one trading habit that if you were to start doing it today, and if you're watching this video and it's a weekend, Monday when the market's open, but if there was only one habit that I could instill on a trader, to a trader, that would give them the biggest bang for their buck, if it could only be one habit, it would be a pre-market routine. Right? Think back to your favorite athletes. Does Tiger Woods just show up at the golf course and play? Or does he go through a pre-round routine at the driving range and in the gym? Does LeBron James just show up at 7 o'clock for his game and play? Or does he get there like 4 or 5 hours in advance and go through his pre-game warm-up, pre-game routine? Right? Did Derek Jeter just show up at 7:05 and go out to shortstop? Or did he get to the ballpark earlier than that, hours earlier than that, to go through his pregame routine, his pregame rituals? So what I see that is very similar with many who are unsuccessful when it comes to the market is they don't have a pre-market routine at all. And just via doing that, you probably get some outsized gains. So here's what I recommend for all of you, especially if you're one of those people that don't have any pre-market routine. Because again, the best in the world, they have pre-whatever they're doing routines. The idea that you want it is a little bit perplexing, but at this point, we're here to solve that for you. We're here to give you that pre-market routine. So here's what I do before the market's open on a day that I'm able to trade. Piece of paper. So I don't like to do stuff on the internet. I don't use any of these crazy apps. I have a pen. This is a faceless pen. It doesn't even have a logo on it. It is a purple top and it writes words in black. I have a pen and I have literally a college ruled notebook. And it's different colors like every couple of weeks when I run through it. And this is my routine every day. I like to trade based on levels, right? Support and resistance. There are levels that I think the market should be resisted at, and there's levels that I think the market should be supported at. So I like to trade at certain levels. So what do? Again, I want to have a pre-market routine. I want to have a pre-market plan. So the first thing I do is I write down what the levels are. Yeah. I write down what the levels are. This way, I'm aware of them, right? Before I look at my chart, before all the speed and all those things happen during the given day when the market's open. So I write down what the levels are. And then I write down what the strengths are. And I do this with a pen and paper. And then I literally write out, if we get to level X and I see Y, I will sell a call spread. I write it down. And I write it down for each level. This way, I'm kind of going through the trading version of batting practice, of stretching, of getting your arm loose by just playing catch. I'm going through that routine. This way, when the market gets to a certain level, I've kind of already done a dry run. And I've mentally built a good habit of doing what I should be doing when the market gets to that level. Now, some of you out there are going to poo-poo this. You're likely the ones that really aren't getting great results, but you're able to talk very well about the market. By setting an intention of what you're looking to do,